You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is one of the hardest videos I've had to make in a while because I don't know what to say. So, I've not really covered leaks that much on my channel, but I figure I might as well start because some people are interested in that kind of thing. But the problem is, typically, it's such a trickle of things to cover that I don't even know what to say. Like, the whole point of today's video was to share with you the potential new starter pack coming in, the new Mechstructor, or as I'm being told from things that Tybaby is sending me, apparently there's this horrible screenshot of a Machinist Mina coming to the game, who people assume is going to be a Machinist Harper reskin, which just ups trap durability, and that is incredibly likely. How do I get out of this image? I don't even... Oh, I'm full screen, so I have to, okay, all right, well, you know, I wanted this to look all clean by full screening my image. And then there's this as well, which is almost certainly a trap reskin of the wall dynamo. I apologize for the clickbait by putting new trap in the title, but I don't know. I'm just leaving it up and trying to get a little excited about this, but it's probably the wall dynamo because it looks exactly like it, and as they've done in the past, their trend tends to be reskinning really middleist things, which is essentially just the least... It's okay, so it's not the least exciting things, it's not the worst weapons in the game, but it's the most middleist of things. Like, what have they reskinned? The spear, the typewriter, which was like almost famous for being a really average SMG, which is good, but not that good. And the wall dynamo falls almost perfectly into that category, where it's not a bad trap. I cannot tell you to not use this, but there are very few circumstances where it's worth using over the broadside. But it's also not a bad trap. I mean, it's definitely, like, it's not god tier by any means, but it's not gonna do no damage. I mean, if you place this in my mission and you're on my team, I'm not mad at you. You know, I might be a little upset that you just took place of a broadside, but it's still gonna work, right? And of course, you can just build a 3x3 wall, cut out the hole in the middle, and then shoot a wall dart through it or something. That can totally work as well. I think you might even be able to shoot broadside cannonballs through that. I don't know. Correct me in the pin comment, or in the comments down below. I'll pin any corrections, but that's just a guess. My point is, there are uses for it, but you know, I don't really know. And since, like I said, I want to be thorough in this video because I don't know what else to say. I do actually have some other topics. I'm not just fluffing the video, but I am saying that Machinist Harper gives you trap durability, which is kind of a nice change of pace because she is not a most middleist kind of character. She's actually, well, okay. So she's really useless in normal missions, but insanely good for like endurance. So I guess she is more middle of the road than I thought because I never use Machinist Harper. You do not need her. If you have decent survivor squads, which actually leads to my next point, this trap durability bonus, I by no means have maximum, but I think you can check it by going to heroes. Oh, shoot. I am so sorry, guys. I've never... Details? How do you get to this screen? Somebody watching probably knows how to get here. But if you go to a hero and then... Oh my goodness, there's a whole setting for it. Stats? Anyway, there's a way to check your overall trap durability as a player. And mine is not the highest, but that is going to... See all stats! Hey, it's right down here. Oh my goodness, we got there in the end, everybody. Right down here. My trap durability is 196%. I believe the maximum... Oh, I'm guessing here is like 344% with Machinist Harper in the lead. I don't, again, that's a number that you guys can double check me on, but my trap durability is like more than halfway, but certainly not all the way. My point is, if that's even like near what mine is, that 190 whatever percent it was, in game, your traps are basically never going to break. It is almost never going to happen. A couple missions ago, having played yesterday, we did have a couple of wall launchers break because one spawn was used for like 2 waves of Ride the Lightning. But my point is, she's almost never needed. However, when I went ahead and beat Endurance, I found that she was almost essential because traps are definitely going to break in Endurance. She is really good to have on the team. Now, what I was saying is something that is almost completely rumor because I am too much of a weenie to test it myself, but it has been brought to my attention that autofill apparently works. If anybody has any clarification in the comments below, feel free. I typically like to do my due diligence as a content creator and give you guys the bestest news, but even I am not going to potentially scramble 64 of my... I just don't care that much. One of my top videos on my channel is a Survivor Squad video anyway, so there's a selfish part of me that hopes autofill doesn't work, because then that video is a lot less useful. And I mean, less as a content creator wanting his video to not be irrelevant, it's really just, I wish people didn't have to crutch on autofill. You know, like, I kind of like the idea that part of becoming good at this game is knowing how Survivor Squads work and how to fill them out yourself. So if autofill functions and no longer gives you the crappy random selection that it kind of does, then there's not really any reason to learn about Survivor Squads, and you could go all the way through the entirety of your experience playing this game not even knowing how these work. So yeah, it's two things. I'm multi-sided on that issue, but hey, apparently autofill works. And then I specified this in my daily video, but I unlist those after a day, so potentially this could have gotten missed. But there are daily llamas popping up right now. As of recording, it is December 20th, even though I'm looking at a clock. I'm trying to... Yeah, so it's December 20th, meaning from the 18th to the 1st on January, we are going to get a couple of free llamas every single day. And then on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th, so the days surrounding Christmas, we are going to get super special llamas, which is a part of what I wanted to touch on in this video, and nobody knows what is going to drop from those. So this is all theory crafting from here on out, but it is worth, you know, potentially assuming, I guess, that it could be every item in the game. I would be floored if they released a new weapon set in this manner. Not only would I not expect that from them, seeing as the kind of, you know, way this game has been trending, but I don't know why they would release a brand new weapon set for 4 days and not hype it in any way. So the super special llamas, I'm assuming, would function like birthday llamas, which is just every single weapon type. In which case, the weapons you're going to want to look out for, I was considering covering in this video, but this can be a massive redirect to my top 10 weapons list because, well, yeah, wouldn't you want to look forward to the top 10 weapons? So obviously the highlights, you know, the deatomizer would be in that group. I mean, you'd want anything from the sci-fi set, but even other weapons, you know, like I doubt the Gravedigger would be in here because that's never really dropped from a llama to my knowledge, but most of these weapons could drop from there. You know, Xenon Bow might be available. I'm just trying to think of like the highlights. You know, Pain Train comes to mind. It truly does, but that's available in the shop right now. Like, you can just go grab that. And that makes me want to talk about another point too, is remakes. I potentially could have some videos to remake. Like the Ginger Blaster, Pain Train, those were covered a year ago. I still think those videos are good. I don't really think those are worth retouching on, but my Santa's Little Helper video has trap durability. Well, not, oh my goodness, trap durability. My old Santa's Little Helper video has durability as a recommendation, which was a good pick back when I made that video. However, launchers have been tweaked. Things have changed, and durability is no longer something you should ever even consider on a launcher, and I don't think the Santa's Little Helper got changed at all. It did not, but the other launchers did, so its stack ranks a little bit different, and I feel like there's more to talk about, and it's an exciting weapon. I mean, I don't think anybody would be mad if I remade my Santa's Little Helper video, so this could potentially be a tease. Maybe by mentioning it in this video, I'm more or less twisting my own arm to finally get on that, but what I had my sights set on today was mostly filling out the rest of my event schematic weapons that I've missed. So the holiday weapons, for example, I have covered all of these except for the Boom Bow, not the Boom Bow, the Tree of Light and the Contender, yeah. And yes, I am skipping the Frostbite because I just don't care. That weapon, I didn't even grab a second copy. This modifier came and went, and I just never got around to it. So I might have been doing the Frostbite a little dirty, but if there's any weapon in the entire game that everybody is going to forgive me for skipping, it's probably the Frostbite. But I do want to talk about the Contender because I haven't mentioned it, and the Tree of Light. I'm kind of just waiting for that weapon to come out. When it gets closer to that weapon's release date, which is January 1st, then I'll start thinking about that weapon. But that's still, as of now, about 12 days out. So there's not really a fire under my ass yet. But I would like to get to that. And for that matter, the Snowball Launcher. I don't think I've covered this weapon, and it's not on the home base report. So yeah, that'll probably be released sometime in January then. And that's another topic as well, I guess. I didn't really have that planned for today's video, but a lot of people ask me, like, where's this? Where's that? Where's this? Where's that with these things? And oh my God, the amount of people who ranted in my comments about spending a voucher on Jilly Teacup, you guys, it is the winter event. Anything in this winter section is off limits for spending your voucher. I mentioned this in my hero voucher video. I told you to be smart about events that are available right now. So all of these heroes, if they haven't returned already, and most of them already have, they're probably going to come back. Lynx came out right away. Zenith came out right away. Demolition or Jones, or Demolisher Jonesy might come back around. Sorry, I don't remember which one of these have come back yet, but all of these. Monks we haven't seen again. She is actually slotted for January 1st. I'm actually just on the I'm on the home base report up here just looking at that, but I covered that in its own video. So don't spend a voucher on this stuff. What are you doing? And same thing goes for the weapons as well. All of these are likely to return. Even if they don't return, I'm sorry for making you wait, but try to be smart about it, you know? Try to be smart about it. And that goes for the future stuff as well. Just to future-proof this even further, holiday weapons extends to Easter stuff. So there's not much in the Easter section, but don't spend a voucher on those guys, the springtime heroes. These are next. I mean, I don't know if you guys know how holidays and calendars work, but Easter and spring is following winter. So all of these heroes are off limits for a voucher, except for Farah. I will not give you any grief for not wanting to wait to grab Farah, because she is phenomenal. All right, I filled up my time today. I think today's video was good. I actually covered some meaningful topics. Again, I had no idea how to approach this because I really wanted to talk about the starter pack, but that was like 2 minutes of content. So I'm like, I'm not gonna what am I supposed to say? But there was some other news. I'm also using new banner, but I talked about that in my daily video. I'll check you guys out later. I'm going to be probably playing real life today. So, yeah. I don't know about a video or anything, but this is today's video, I guess. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow my Twitch link below. No outro, no editing on this one. Just a pretty casual upload. Sit down and chat kind of video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.